went right up the wall and everything was, from there, it just.
A Christmas tree fire dashed their holiday plans. Tonight, how neighbors are coming together to help them over the hurdle.
Plus, the most fun today. Everybody's here. You get to see people. You run into people you haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, those last-minute shoppers filled area malls. I had a look at the final holiday scramble. The Fox 13 10 o'clock news starts now.
From the station that's got you covered, this is the Fox 13 10 o'clock news.
And good evening. I'm Cynthia Smoot in for Kelly Ray.
And I'm John Wilson. We thank you for being with us on this Christmas Eve. All right, first on Fox, your holiday shopping. You should be done with that stuff now. Your presents should be wrapped. But, you know, for some, it just wasn't the case today. And for many, it was the last chance to get those presents that are desperately needed. This was the scene at Westfield, Brandon Mall, just before it closed at 6 o'clock this evening after a busy day. The parking lot was beginning to clear out as folks were heading home to wrap up their last-minute purchases. Fox 13's Chris Kamura is live at one of the few remaining places open tonight, Walgreens, US 19 Palm Harbor. Chris, have you seen any of our relatives there?
Fair number of them, I think as soon as the mall closed its doors, all that traffic came right over here. It's been a steady stream of people all day at these places, drugstores that usually help with sniffling and sneezing and coughing and aching and all of that good stuff. Tonight it's stocking stuffing, and these are the only oases left to avoid that label, Grinch. Charge! All's not lost for last-second shoppers left to wander the aisles of all-night drugstores. Mike Sakala snapped up a picture-playing keychain for his wife, avoiding the alternative.
Yeah, just a little cash in the stocking instead.
This is more than just a place for prescriptions on Christmas Eve. It has everything to fulfill both nice and naughty lists. Questionable Kris Kringle? Check. Slow cooker? Check. Battery-operated keyboard? Check. Caitlin Smith is rushing to shop for her dad.
Look, I just saw someone had a game, so I'm gonna go look to see if they have games here that he likes. He likes playing games.
Other options include the perfect push-up, as seen on TV, or the famed clapper. Just one easy payment and no shipping or handling.
If we don't have it, you don't need it. That's about the way it is at this point. If we don't have it, you don't need it.
Because you have just about everything, even the Chia Pet.
We're out of the Chia Pets.
My wife is going to be so disappointed.
I know.
Long lines here follow frenzy everywhere else. Those stores are expecting a lackluster year.
Oh, I think everybody's kind of done.
Mall masseuse Jana Harrison relieves stressed shoppers. She's seen fewer patients this season, especially the day before Christmas. So what's business been like this year?
Today is a little more quiet than normal, but I think everybody's with their families today, which is a good thing.
Maybe they'll need massages after they're with their families.
I know. Well, all the returns they're going to be doing, they're going to be a little stressed out, so we're ready for them.
Stores expect another splash of shopping coming up here. That's because one of the most popular presents of the year has been gift cards yet again, and we have to go out there and spend them. Just one quick note here about the Walgreens. They tell us they had 100 Chia Pets, and they sold out. Who knew? Who knew that furry little green thing was still such a hot item? It's astounding.
Would have thunk
Merry
it.
Christmas.
Did you? Thank you. Same to you. Did you get me one of those little picture keychains, Chris?
Shh. Yeah, can't tell till tomorrow.
Okay.
Or that keyboard, maybe. That keyboard's probably
Keyboard
more
would
you,
be
John.
good. Keyboard would be good. Thank you very much.
Well, before braving the crowds at the cash register, some shoppers in Pasco County had to brave some big traffic jams. State Road 54 is the primary access road to the county's first new major shopping complex in 20 years. The problem is just 2 lanes leading to more than 800,000 square feet of shopping space. And some of the people who live close by at Groves of Wesley Chapel say those traffic jams that came with the holiday shopping season nearly cut them off from their homes.
It's made life very miserable. We're about 2 miles so from the mall.
Pasco County engineers say several unexpected problems delayed construction of State Road 54, the widening, that $27 million project scheduled for completion now in March. Now, if you have any doubt about the spirit of giving this holiday season, just talk to Joe Wakefield and his family. 2 days before Christmas, fire destroys their home and everything in it. Fox 13's Deborah Bowden shows us how they still have reason to celebrate thanks to the kindness of neighbors.
Looking in, all I could see was flames. I don't know which way it went first.
There's nothing left of Joe Wakefield's home.
It just went right up the wall and everything was, from there, it just, before you know it, the whole house was on fire.
Flames early Sunday morning shot from a wall socket where the family's Christmas lights were plugged in. But then the fire spread to their tree, their presents, the roof. They lost everything but their lives.
Everything in there's charred or burnt or laying on the ground, burnt up. Everything that we had gotten for Christmas, of course, was totally gone. It's lost.
Your first instincts are, is everybody okay?
Neighbors in the Mandarin Lake subdivision had heard the family's screams that morning and even used hoses to try and put out the flames. Now they're doing everything they can to help.
It's been pretty overwhelming. Neighbors just next door down the street providing food, water, anything they need while they're cleaning out.
They've also raised money, nearly $2,000 in donations.
They dropped these off just a few minutes ago. There's one for $50, another one for $100, another one for $100. And everybody's been just coming by and either giving us cash.
A group of Hillsborough firefighters have helped out too, donating a $2,000 gift certificate and new presents for the kids.
I think it was going to Joe.
And the Wakefields couldn't be more thankful for all the help and for each other.
We still have them, even though all their stuff's gone, we can move on and still have our family.
One thing I can say, we will have another Christmas.
Yeah, I can grab it.
So everybody's fine, everybody got out of there, and that was the big thing.
In Hillsborough County, Deborah Bowden, Fox 13 News.
And for now, the Wakefields are living with relatives. What's left of their house will have to be demolished, but they say they will rebuild. They love their neighborhood. Can't imagine living anywhere else.
No. A teenage boy is gunned down in Bartow the day before his birthday. Police say 16-year-old Armando Cortez got into an argument late last night in a parking lot of the rec center on Wabash Avenue there. He was on his way to a birthday party when somebody fired a gun and killed him. Cortez would have turned 17 tomorrow, Christmas Day. Tonight, police are still looking for the killer. Neighbors rushed in to help a man trapped by a fire inside his mobile home in Tampa. Fire gutted the mobile home on East Hillsborough this morning. Neighbors tried to save the man, 64-year-old Arthur Lee James, before firefighters got there, but they found themselves no match for the heavy flames and thick smoke.
I was sitting out and saw the smoke, but his front door was locked. The flame was coming out the back door. You couldn't get in. And we kicked the windows in, but it was too much smoke. I couldn't go in.
Yeah, nobody can imagine what that's like unless you go through it. Once the firefighters put out the fire, they found Mr. James unconscious inside. He died later at the hospital. Investigators called the fire an accident, and they say the mobile home had no working smoke detector.
A Tampa police officer had to fend off 2 pit bulls that attacked. The stray dogs wandered into the yard of a home on Cayuga Street, chasing a mother and daughter back inside. Well, they called police. When an officer arrived to escort the women out, he says that's when the dogs lunged at him, biting a taser hooked to his waist.
My daughter went in the house. Next thing we hear is a gunshot, and the cop had no choice but to shoot the dog because it did attack him.
The officer struck one of the pit bulls in the chest. The other was tranquilized. And that family says loose dogs are a constant problem in the neighborhood.
All right, Jim Weber is, well, he doesn't have his Santa suit on, but you're looking pretty dapper here tonight, Jim.
Yeah, well, not too bad of a looking of a day today. We are on the mild side today. Take a look at the numbers from today. Start out at 64 degrees, pretty warm for this time of the year. 10 degrees above the normal, up to 74 this afternoon. We had those low clouds and some fog early this morning. Looks like we'll have more of that as we head through tomorrow. And then it looks like we got a bit of a warming trend as we head towards the second half of the week. We'll talk about exactly how warm it's going to get coming up in just a little bit.
Coming up tonight on News Edge, they get you off the couch, but does the Wii really help you lose weight? We put it to the test coming up. And we're going to get you ready for a Christmas jam session right here in the Bay Area. We'll take you behind the scenes of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, a holiday symphony with a rockin' sound, all tonight on News Edge at 11.
And just ahead of 10, it was 1 year ago when a tornado struck a Bay Area community. At 10:30, a look at the rebuilding as residents remember the Christmas tornado.
And are you wondering where Santa Claus really is? A look tonight at how you can keep track of his progress throughout this long night.
Conditions are starting to improve throughout much of the Midwest, but this weekend was a nasty one for travelers. I'm Jeff Goldblatt. We've got the latest in the report coming up.
The #1 car information website, Edmunds.com, presented Mazda with a little problem. They named not one, but 5 different Mazdas to their editor's most wanted list. So how do you put all 5 on a pedestal? With one great event. Announcing Mazda's most wanted sales event. Now lease an 08 Mazda CX-7 front-wheel drive Sport for $249 a month for 24 months with $28.44 due at lease signing. Learn about all the most wanted Mazdas at Mazda.Edmunds.com. Hurry, this year-end event ends January 2nd.
Now at the Time to Rally event, get 0% APR on the 08 Galant from Mitsubishi, the fastest growing import brand in America.
Discover the wonder of Sweetbay SUPERMARKET, where the fruits and vegetables are so fresh, it's like they're grown right inside the store. From fresh off the vine to fresh from the garden, we've got all the freshest produce. And a passion to serve you that's, well, equally fresh.
Sweet, sweet life.
Sweetbay. Taste the passion.
It's Happy Honda Days again, and your Honda dealer is offering special deals on 2 great vehicles. The 8-passenger Pilot that can take you and your family almost anywhere, and the big and roomy Odyssey, the best-selling minivan in America. It's your choice. So remember, think Honda for the holidays. Lease a Honda Pilot for $259 a month for well-qualified customers.
When Dodge unveils the most exciting sales event of the year, we want everyone to know about it. Announcing the Dodge event of a lifetime. For a limited time, get 0% financing on 2008 models, all backed by our best-in-the-business lifetime powertrain warranty. Plus, right now, get an additional $1,500 bonus cash allowance on Ram Heavy Duty. Hurry to your Dodge dealer. This event ends soon.
Hi, I'm Bill Murphy. Our Fox 13 one-tank trip books make great holiday gifts and stocking stuffers. Order them by phone at 1-888-1-TANK.
A blizzard that's been moving through the Midwest has dumped several inches of snow in Minnesota. It made for slow going on Interstate 94 in Minneapolis. And that blizzard is just some of what's making it tough for drivers this holiday. And as Fox TV's Jeff Goldblatt's going to show you right now, things aren't looking much better at some of the nation's airports.
The nightmare before Christmas as a winter storm grinds holiday travel to a near halt over the weekend. Chicago, the Windy City, living up to its nickname, as gusts of nearly 70 miles per hour snap trees like toothpicks.
This morning, about 8 o'clock or so, we were sleeping and heard kind of a crash and woke up and looked around and didn't think a whole lot of it. And next thing I know, they're knocking on my door going, "Hey, your tree's on my house." You want to come and get your tree off my house?
Throughout the Midwest, the wind caused airport delays and cancellations. More than 300 flights grounded at Chicago's O'Hare alone. And the 3 major New York area airports experienced delays of more than 4 hours.
We're going to go to Detroit tonight, but we can't get our connecting flight to Madison until tomorrow morning. But then at least we'll be there for Christmas to see our grandchildren.
The wind so strong, it turned this golf dome in Michigan into a tarp.
And limbs were flying through the air, and so he kind of ran for cover, and he heard the dome pop and looked back, and down she came. He said he saw the air come out of it.
And multi-car pileups are being reported, including this one in Oklahoma. Traffic accidents to blame for some of the 11 reported deaths tied to the weekend-long storm. The wind has knocked out power to tens of thousands of customers collectively in Wisconsin, Michigan, and here in Illinois. And so it could be a cold Christmas for many in the Midwest unless power crews can quickly restore electricity. In Chicago, Jeff Goldblatt, Fox News.
All right, Jeff, a power outage at the airport in Grand Rapids, Michigan didn't have anything to do with the weather. The electricity and heat were off for 14 hours overnight at the Jerry Ford International Airport there. Backup generators kicked in about 9 o'clock last night, but there were some flight delays. The machines used to screen bags weren't working, so screeners had to do it the old-fashioned way by hand.
Yeah, that's a tough job. But we did check at Tampa International Airport. We're told there's only a handful of delays and a few late arrivals this evening. But it looks like Santa Claus is right on time, at least so far. NORAD, the North American Aerospace Command, has Old St. Nick lit up on the radar screen as he makes his stops all over the world. There's a picture right there. NORAD has an entire team tracking Santa tonight. So for minute-by-minute updates, you can check out their website. We put a link on myfoxtampabay.com. Just click on Seen on TV, and you can find out where Santa is at this very moment.
Can't you hear it now? Unidentified flying object traveling at a high rate of speed
That's
going
right.
south.
Just don't shoot it down, whatever you do, please.
You know, that's the thing. The FAA needs to get together with Santa Claus and see exactly, you know, nothing ever slows him down. So they, you know,
True.
help with our flight delay
Listen,
problems.
they clear the airways for that guy.
Yeah,
he
that's
gets
probably
what he
true.
wants.
Exactly. You know, we're looking at some pretty mild weather for us, but not all parts of the country. You know, in fact, I was just telling you about this. My brother is visiting Minneapolis, and they've kind of tricked him into shoveling the snow a couple of times. And a lot of places up north seeing all the snow. This is in Duluth, where they're definitely going to see a white Christmas. A lot of snow, up to about 12 and a half inches, or about 12, or about, I should be saying, a foot to a foot and a half of snow has fallen throughout this part of the country. Also, they've had a lot of wind throughout the weekend through this part of the country, and a big mess up there. And a lot of people shoveling the driveways. I'm sure my brother will be out there again tomorrow helping his in-laws shovel the driveway on Christmas morning. Back over us, we're looking at foggy conditions this morning. You can see all that fog burned off, and then we're kind of a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day, and we'll see more of those clouds moving in as we go through the overnight hours, and more of that patchy, dense fog as we go through tomorrow morning. Here's the view on the satellite and the radar. We have that cold front. It's now pushed to our south. It's pulled up stationary to our south, and we have our winds coming out of the east and the northeast, and that's bringing a lot of low clouds, a few little sprinkles over on the other coast. Not a big deal, just a few little sprinkles over there, not expecting them to make it across the state. You can see more clouds up into the panhandle of our state, and some of these clouds will kind of be in and out of the area as we go through the day tomorrow. And again, more of that fog as we go through tomorrow morning. That burns off, and we continue with some of those low clouds, just kind of a mix of sun and clouds as we go through the afternoon. Right now, we're at 64 degrees. Plant City has a 64. Wesley Chapel at 60 degrees. Over at Clearwater Beach, currently at 64. Down in Sarasota, Bradenton, 66. And Brooksville checks in with 61 degrees. Right now, outside of our studios, we're at 64 degrees. Dew point's at 53. Humidity's at 68%. And currently, the winds are out of the northeast at 8 miles an hour. So for tonight, we continue to see mainly cloudy skies, some of that patchy late night fog. We'll see overnight lows in the upper 50s, some 60s along the coastline. Then that fog burns off. We'll see those daytime highs fairly similar to what we saw today in the mid to lower 70s here in Tampa, looking for about 73 degrees. Newport Ridge is 72. Same up into Inverness and Brooksville. Down to our south, a little bit warmer, Arcadia 76, and Wauchula right around 75 degrees. Here's the weather pattern that we have right now, that front to our south, the winds coming out of the east and the northeast. We're looking for this area of low pressure to be forming off the east coast of our state, and that will help to bring down a little bit of cooler air as we head into tomorrow and then the day after Christmas. When I say a little bit, I'm talking a degree or two cooler, a little bit less humid. But then as we head into the second half of the week, it looks like our winds becoming more out of the southeast as an approaching cold front tries to make it towards us as we head into Thursday, Friday, and towards the weekend. So it looks like our temperatures really heading up as we look at all these winds coming up out of the southeast. We'll see those daytime highs in the upper 70s, approaching 80 degrees. Around the rest of the country, not a whole lot going on. Chilly across the Great Lakes states and across the northeast, and some snow back across the Rocky Mountains. Our forecast, it goes like this for tonight: mostly cloudy skies, some patchy late night fog. We'll see an overnight low down to 58 degrees. Then for tomorrow, mostly cloudy, seasonable, high temperature up to 73 degrees. And then for Wednesday, mostly sunny, pleasant day, high temperature up to 72 degrees. The marine forecast, winds will be out of the northeast, turning towards the north at 10 to 15 knots, seas 2 to 3 feet, with a moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. High tide is at 104 in the morning. Sky Tower's 7-day forecast keeps us pretty seasonable throughout the week until we get into the second half of the week. Towards the weekend, we'll see those temperatures 78, 79 degrees. The cold front trying to make it towards us, about a 20% chance of some showers during the second half of the weekend, guys.
All right, thank you, Jim. Some caddies aren't happy with a local mall. Why? They say they're getting the runaround from security guards. Next.
And Santa got some help from some firefighters today. The fire truck delivery that led to lots of smiles is just ahead.
People shopping till they drop and stocks with a Santa rally. The Your World Business Report is coming up.
Fox Tuesday. Christmas night is full of mystery. First, a bizarre murder reveals a world of wannabe superheroes.
You think he was actually out fighting crime?
Bones. Then, shocking symptoms lead to a bizarre medical mystery.
What's happening to my son?
I have no idea. House.
See it all Tuesday, starting at 8 on Fox 13.
This segment is sponsored by your cash register and Florida no-fault auto insurance dealers.
Communicate in less than a second on the largest and fastest push-to-talk network.
Nice work.
The new, rugged i335 with Nextel Direct Connect. That's getting it done at sprint speed.
Come to the Mercedes-Benz winter event now through January 2nd and see all the exciting rides we have to offer. There's sure to be something for every wish list.
With the Furman 100-day or 3,000-mile pre-owned warranty on vehicles with 50,000 miles or less, virtually everything is covered, in case something pops up. Furman, treating people like people for over 100 years.
Power of E has arrived, and the Fox 13 Energy Team wants to empower you. Tune in to Fox 13 News and find out how you can help make the Earth a better place.
The new season of American Idol coming this January to Fox 13.
A store in Tampa became a crime scene on this Christmas Eve. A gunman stormed into a Metro PCS store on Bush Boulevard this morning, and he forced all the employees and customers inside into a back room, then made off with some money. Police say the man was caught on surveillance tape here wearing a very wintry kind of getup.
He was last seen wearing a blue Dickie jumpsuit and a winter cap with the little white snowballs and wearing mittens.
Well, we hope he's comfortable, right? Nobody was hurt in the robbery. Detectives plan on releasing the surveillance video soon. That may help catch him.
Some local cab drivers don't like the way they're being treated at a busy Bay Area shopping mall, so some of them boycotted tonight. They're complaining about International Plaza in Tampa. They say they're being treated unfairly. Drivers say that security guards often chase them off Bay Street, where there are a number of restaurants and bars. They claim the guards blame them for congestion.
Drivers are approached by security and told, if you circle here one more time, I'll trespass you. And it's at times they will immediately grab hold of TPD, who happen to be standing by during the holiday season.
The drivers say they're not the only reason for congestion. There's lots of valet and pedestrians also. As many as 70 cab drivers were expected to take part in that boycott at the mall this evening. Well, Santa Claus got a head start on his Christmas rounds in Pinellas today.
Sure did. In fact, Santa traded in his sleigh for a fire truck for a little bit with the help of firefighters and delivered some presents to the kids in Lealman. The rescue workers donated and collected money all year long to make this a happy Christmas for these kids in need there. For one family, they've already provided a precious gift, the gift of life.
My husband was run over by a car in July, and this fire department was the one, the paramedics came and rescued him. And when they told us that the Girl Scout troop adopted our little girl for Christmas, I was just overwhelmed.
Yeah, don't you know it. Besides thousands of toys here, the firefighters will also be providing Christmas dinner to about 60 families this year. And a Christmas tornado tore through a Bay Area community last year. A look now at how they've rebuilt. That's coming up next. And it's a floating island of garbage far out in the middle of the ocean. How it got there and what's being done about it just ahead.
Coming up in sports, he's playoff ready, but how prepared is John Gruden for Santa?
It's the season to shop, and the Red Tags are here for the Buick Pontiac GMC Red Tag event. And right now, they're bringing the best values of the season. Look for the Red Tag and get 0% financing for 60 months on remaining 2007 Pontiac, Buick, and GMC models. That's 0% financing for 5 full years on all 2007 cars, light-duty trucks, and SUVs while supplies last. Hurry, the Red Tag event ends January 2nd.
We should secure our border. We should put in place an employment verification system. And then when an employer is thinking of hiring someone, the federal database immediately tells them whether they're available to be working or not. If they're not, you can't hire them. People who are here illegally are going to have to get in line with everybody else with no special pathway to becoming citizens. Legal immigration is great, but illegal immigration, that we've got to end. Thank you. And amnesty is not the way to do it.
I'm Mitt Romney, and I approve this message.
It's the most magical time of the year. Experience advanced performance and technology at Acura's Drive Home for the Holidays sales opportunity.
Take advantage of attractive lease rates on the 2008 Acura TL for well-qualified customers.
Every car insurance company talks about low rates. At Mercury Insurance, it's more than just talk. It's a way of life. Take our marketing department, for instance. We keep the temperature at a brisk 28 degrees to remind everyone that lower is better. Our methods may be a tad unusual, but we know that in the end, our customers appreciate the savings.
Visit MercuryInsurance.com or give us a call at 888-4MERCURY to get a fast free quote and start saving today.
Call Linda.
Calling Linda.
Call office. Call Matt. Call Armand. Call Karen.
Calling Karen.
The 2008 Ford Fusion. No matter who you are behind the wheel, the Fusion can handle it.
Introducing the Subaru Year-End Event, where you can get great deals on the all-new Impreza. With available stability control, it's the only small car to earn an IIHS Top Safety Pick. And now get a special introductory lease of just $199 per month. The all-new Impreza, with the performance of all-wheel drive standard. You won't find a better time to buy one than right now at the Subaru Year-End Event.
Lease the all-new 08 Impreza for just $199 per month.
You're watching the Fox 13 10 o'clock news, the Bay Area's most watched late newscast.
It was something nobody expected on Christmas Day, a tornado. A year ago tomorrow, just as the families were preparing their holiday dinners and unwrapping presents, a tornado ripped through Pasco County, destroying several homes and damaging dozens more. Fox 13's Leanne Jackson revisited the community ripped apart by that storm.
But as I opened the garage door, the entire top of the house was gone.
Looking around at his newly remodeled home, Philip Vickers is haunted by the ghost of Christmas past when a tornado ripped the house apart and damaged more than 100 others in the area.
There's still a lingering anticipation when you hear a high wind because of the incident. However, like I said, we're recovering and we're glad to be back into the house.
It took 7 months to rebuild before the family could move back in. Vickers' wife was the only person injured when the tornado touched down in the Tampa Bay Golf and Country Club on Christmas Day 2006. She'd been preparing a Christmas dinner for 12 on the lanai when she was blown across the room.
I found her under roof debris where the ceilings had collapsed.
Mrs. Vickers recovered, like the rest of the community. It took Dennis Meyer 6 months to rebuild after his roof and front windows were destroyed.
And all of a sudden, the front door blew open, and part of this gentleman's lanai roof across the street came flying through my front window, and then it threw me into the bedroom on the floor, and then that was it.
There was nearly $4 million in damage after the tornado, but 1 year later, everything is back to normal. Still, those who lived through that frightening day have made one very important change.
That's the lowest one, and it's certainly loud when it's in the bedroom.
Richard Golden lives down the street from where most of the devastation took place. After the shock of that day, the family immediately went out and bought a weather radio. Residents say the Christmas tornado has taught them to be thankful day to day for what they have, especially during the holidays.
I'm thankful that I still have my family, that I still have my home. Thankful for everything that I have.
Leanne Jackson, Fox 13 News.
Most of the homes destroyed that day were in the Tampa Bay Golf and Country Club community in San Antonio, but there were also homes in Dade City that were damaged.
A Polk County inmate accused of attempted murder was found hanging in his jail cell this morning. 39-year-old James Gary is in a coma tonight. He was arrested yesterday on 4 counts of attempted murder. He also faces charges of arson, burglary, and battery. A deputy discovered Gary hanging in his cell when he went to get him for a court appearance this morning.
Well, there was an unexpected surprise during the late news last night in Chicago.
2 people were injured, Michelle, and the weather made the rescue work all that much more. Oh!
Yeah, and that's the anger man reacting as a minivan crashes into the WLS TV studio while he was on the air. Lots of broken glass, but nobody got hurt. And the news continued as firefighters and police officers rushed out there to figure everything out. There he is in the aftermath. Wow.
Breaking news, breaking in, right? It's been a day of searching for survivors in Egypt after a building crumbles to the ground. There are 5 confirmed deaths here, but rescuers continue to dig through the rubble trying to find survivors. They pulled several people out of the debris earlier. No word yet on what caused the building to come down. It was originally a 7-story structure built in 1978, but 5 more stories were added in recent years. So there'll be some engineering questions to ask. Far out in the Pacific, hundreds of miles from anywhere, there is a floating island. Some people call it the 8th continent. Fox TV's Adam Housley is going to show you how it's composed mainly of decomposing garbage.
That's paired bongo nets set to sample at 10 meters depth.
Captain Charlie Moore is on his way to research the largest garbage dump in the world in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
It's a giant high-pressure zone which swirls in a clockwise direction and pulls debris in towards the center.
1,000 miles off the coast of California, it's called the North Pacific Gyre, and investigators believe it's at least twice the size of Texas. Moore and his team have been studying it for the past decade.
We've found hockey sticks, we found coat hangers, we find basketballs with logos on them. And
most of the debris has been broken down into tiny chips by the waves and harsh sunlight on the open ocean. Moore estimates 80% of this plastic muck is floating just below the surface, making it next to impossible to see from the air. The floating landfill starts here on the West Coast. Litter gets swept into storm drains and rivers, then eventually out to sea. The U.S. plastics industry alone produced an estimated 120 billion pounds of plastic in 2007, and despite any attempts to encourage recycling, a lot of it finds its way into the ocean.
We need to work together to develop a broad nationwide education campaign to encourage litter control. We need to inculcate in this society the belief that nobody should be littering.
They haven't recognized their need to set up the infrastructure to reward companies who make the easiest product to recycle.
There's debate over how much industry can do to slow the debris flow. It's clear that individuals are the key to stopping it. And for every plastic bottle, or for that matter, a traffic cone that gets thrown on the ground and washes into a tributary or stream, it eventually makes the world's largest trash heap that much bigger. In Playa del Rey, California, Adam Housley, Fox News.
And tonight, the piano keys fall silent. Jazz great Oscar Peterson has died. Peterson's talent as a young musician earned him the right to play with some of jazz music's greatest, such as Ella Fitzgerald, Count Basie, trumpet player Dizzy Gillespie. His big break happened when he played Carnegie Hall back in '49, and after that he toured the U.S. and the world. He received a Lifetime Emmy in 1997. Peterson called Canada home, and he died today at the age of 82.
Just in time for Christmas, Jacko's Wacko shopping trip. What's the hooded guy buy? Next TMZ.
Tonight at 11:30 on Fox 13.
Make this the best year ever during the Lincoln Wishlist event with an industry-best no-charge premium maintenance plan on every new Lincoln. That's right, no-charge maintenance in addition to wishlist savings at your Lincoln Mercury dealer. Hurry, offer ends soon.
What day is it? Sarah? So I haven't missed it.
Today, everyone gets a rear seat entertainment system. And to you, a rear seat entertainment system.
And one for you, and one for you, and one for you, young boy.
Rear seat entertainment system, everyone.
This holiday season, lease the all-new 2008 XC70 crossover and get a complimentary rear seat entertainment system.
It's down to the last few hours of 2007 and the last few hours of the year-end countdown. So we're offering an extra $1,000 countdown cash on a wide selection of Fords. But time is now shorter than ever. So hurry in for up to $6,000 total cash back. That's up to $6,000 total back. Or just announced, get 0% APR for 60 months on Edge and Mustang. Just see your local Southern Ford dealer by January 2nd. Because time is running out.
Toasted double melts are here. Now, 2 for $4. Checkers Toasted Double Melts. 2 juicy patties. Your choice of American or new pepper jack. Just 2 for $4. Only at Checkers. Little place, big taste. Checkers. Oh, and don't you forget Checkers' famous seasoned fries. Oh, yeah.
If you don't get everything you want this holiday season, there's no law that says you can't get yourself a little something. The Lexus December to Remember sales event, now through January 2nd, at your local Lexus dealer today.
Enjoy worry-free ownership during the Lincoln Wishlist event with an industry-best no-charge premium maintenance plan on every new Lincoln. That's right, no-charge maintenance in addition to wishlist savings at your Lincoln Mercury dealer. Hurry, offer ends soon.
This segment is sponsored by your Mercedes-Benz dealers.
A very big boost from retailers this weekend, a holiday rally for the Dow, and Fox TV's Tara Keenan is up with our business report.
Early for Christmas, but before they shut, they rallied. The Dow rising nearly 99 points, the NASDAQ and S&P also climbing. And with only 4 more trading days left this year, all 3 major indexes are up. Merrill Lynch getting a $6.2 billion cash infusion from a Singapore company and a U.S.-based asset manager. Merrill also says it plans to sell most of its capital lending business to GE. Investors not too bullish on all that news. Merrill shares sinking nearly 3% on Monday. Last-minute shoppers giving retailers a major boost on Super Saturday last weekend. ShopperTrack saying that people spent more than $9 billion. That's a big jump from last year. Can't make it to midnight mass, but still want to put something in the collection plate? Well, you can do it now with a click of a mouse. Archdiocese of Cincinnati accepting online collections this year. That's business. I'm Tara Keenan.
Well, the spirit of Christmas has taken up residence in Pinellas Hope, and that's the name of the temporary tent city for the homeless that opened up earlier this month. There are some donated Christmas trees, even a few decorations here and there on some of the tents. Tomorrow, they'll have a traditional Christmas dinner and presents for all 233 people there.
On our website, we had a list of things that we needed. So we've been squirreling them away one by one so that we could accumulate Christmas presents.
Those in Tent City say the best present this year would be a job. Many of them say they're simply down on their luck and they're looking for work.
Well, we wish them well.
Yeah.
Yes, Virginia, there is Santa Claus. Special holiday bedtime story coming up next.
I think I've heard that one.
Yeah.
And those morning cups of coffee are good for more than just a jolt. Another added health benefit coming up a little later.
Bucks playoff tickets are already stuffed in the stockings, but which Buck will proudly display Fox 13's silver sword under their tree? The final round of Tailgate Challenge is next.
It's a question you're probably asking yourself right now. How does Santa get to all those houses in just one night? Well, we figured it out for you tonight at 11. And we're going to get you ready for a Christmas jam session right here in the Bay Area. We'll take you behind the scenes of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That's all coming up tonight on News Edge at 11.
Former Buccaneer James Evans founded the Tampa Bay Academy of Hope.
His goal is to reverse the cycle of poverty, crime, and underachievement for teenagers in economically depressed neighborhoods.
The good news is it's working, but he still needs your help.
To get involved, log on to myfoxtampabay.com and share the spirit of the season.
Hondas have always been known for their handling, their acceleration, their maneuverability, and for something that barely moves at all. Honda, the most fuel-efficient auto company in America.
It's the season for giving, so why not give the very best? Like the thoughtfully crafted Infiniti G Sedan, or the SUV inspired by sports car design, the Infiniti FX. They're gifts you can enjoy every day of the year. Visit the Infiniti Limited Engagement Winter Event by January 2nd and take advantage of our holiday lease and finance rates. Now lease an Infiniti G Sedan for $389 a month.
Right now, over half our suits and sport coats are on sale, plus hundreds of pants, sweaters, shoes, shirts, and outerwear, 20 to 50% off. Now that's a sale. I guarantee it.
Open to your stay.
Get a great deal on the Dodge you want during the final days of the event of a lifetime.
Get 0% financing on all 08 Dodge vehicles like the full-size Ram pickup.
Plus, make no payments till summer on all Dodge vehicles, including the all-new Grand Caravan.
And the fuel-efficient 30 miles per gallon Dodge Avenger.
Plus, you'll be covered by the best warranty in the business, Dodge's lifetime powertrain warranty.
Get to your Dodge dealer today because the event of a lifetime ends in 9 days.
The #1 car information website, Edmunds.com, presented Mazda with a little problem. They named not one, but 5 different Mazdas to their editor's most wanted list. So how do you put all 5 on a pedestal? With one great event. Announcing Mazda's most wanted sales event. Don't miss 0.0% APR financing on the 2008 Mazda 3. Learn about all the most wanted Mazdas at Mazda.Edmunds.com. Hurry, this year-end event ends January 2nd.
Fox 13 Sky Tower HD Viper.
On TV, on the web, and on your cell phone.
Fox 13, the most powerful name in weather.
The new season of American Idol coming this January to Fox 13.
Well, all right. More than 100 years ago, a little girl asked her father if Santa Claus was real. Her father was a news reporter in the Civil War, and he told her to ask that question in a letter to the editor. Virginia O'Hanlon wrote it. She said, "Her friends tell me there is no Santa Claus." The editor, Frank Church of the New York Sun, then wrote this.
Virginia, your little friends are wrong. They've been affected by the skepticism of a skeptical age. They believe only what they see. They think nothing can be, which is not comprehensible by their little minds. And all minds, Virginia, are little. Man is a mere insect, an ant in his intellect, compared to the boundless world about him, as measured by the intellect capable of grasping the whole of truth and knowledge. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. He exists as certainly as love and generosity and devotion exist, and you know.
Way to experience the...
Alas, how dreary would be the world if there were no Santa Claus. It would be as dreary as if there were no Virginias. There would be no childlike faith then, no poetry, no romance to make tolerable this existence. The most real things in the world are those that neither men nor children can see. No Santa Claus? Thank God he lives, and he lives forever. 1,000 years from now, Virginia, nay, 10 times 10,000 years from now, he will continue to make glad the hearts of childhood. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Wow, remember your first bike?
Oh, yeah. Santa brought it. There is a Santa Claus.
I was 4.
You were 4?
I was 4. You know, there's going to be a lot of kids screaming tomorrow morning when they get up. They see all those presents under the tree. I know my son was asking me, is there a Santa Claus? He's 8. So I had to explain
and you told him to ask John Gruden.
Ask John Gruden because he is all excited about the playoffs and about Santa Claus, too. So don't think he's a Scrooge now.
All right.
You know, it's Christmas Eve. It's time to be merry, time to be thankful. Why ruin the holiday by looking back at the footage from the Bucs game yesterday? It's a game that John Gruden thought was meaningless anyway. Now that the game is over, Gruden has a busy workload ahead of him. There's the Panthers, the Giants, and, oh, yeah, there's that big guy in the red suit.
We got to prepare for Santa. You know, he's on his way right now. He's several hundred miles away, but we have to prepare for him, the cookies and the milk, and got to get the sleeping bags. We wait up for him every year, so it'll be another late night for little Johnny here, and looking forward to that. It's just what I need.
He doesn't get much sleep anyway. Well, accomplishments are big with the Bucs. These guys like challenges and hardware. 3 players stepped up to some off-the-field competition this season, better known as Tailgate Challenge. Tonight, I crown the champion. All right, guys, championship round. You guys, this is on the heels of winning the NFC South crown. Got another title up for grab. Who wants to take this trophy home?
I got it, man.
You got it wrapped?
It's already in the bag.
Ike?
No comment yet.
No comment yet. And Greg?
We'll see.
Florida State, you're representing, right? Okay, here we go. Final round. And this has got to be right up at your alley for all you guys. This has got to be your easiest question or easiest round, I would say, off the start. We're talking sports cliches, something you guys use all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Not gonna work.
Not going to work for you. Uh-oh. Ike could be in trouble. We'll start with Ike because Ernest has the lead, a 1-point lead. These are 2-point questions. It's a 2-point question, a chance to take a big jump here. Got to hide from Ernest a little bit. Sports cliche. It blank what it is.
Oh, it is what it is.
There you go. See, you got it right down. No, what is it?
Huh?
What is it?
Oh, I don't know.
See, what does that mean?
It's me winning the title right
It's
now.
you winning the title. So Ike's got the lead right now. All right, Greg, we're gonna give you a chance here right now. We really have to play with our blank pinned back.
Our ears pinned back.
Ears pinned back. There you go. And we got a tie right now. Now, how many times have you played with your ears pinned back?
Quite a few.
Quite a few. That's where the marks are. I can see them. All right. We got a tie for the lead right now with Ike and Greg Spire. So, Ernest, this is a shot to win it. The title. We have to leave blank on the field. One word. We have to leave blank on the field.
Everything?
There it is. He's got it. There it is.
I was going to say hard. There's one word. I'm like, okay. Everything.
And how about that? The champion, crown.
I appreciate it.
Florida Gator.
Finally, right?
Finally, a Gator wins this thing.
All right. Appreciate it.
Guys appreciate it? All right. You got bragging rights for a little while here. I can tell you, Tim Tebow takes the Heisman home. How does it feel to have that trophy in your hand?
It's great, man. You know, I've put a lot of years. You know, all the titles came from all the years of playing sports. You know, you have to know your stuff. So I played a lot of sports, so it was easy for me.
Looks like it's bringing a tear to you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm definitely taken by the whole thing right now. So it's gonna set in on me a little bit later.
All right, special teams once again takes it home.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Ernest has one trophy there. He's hoping right now. He's thinking Lombardi Trophy maybe next month. So
that would be nice.
Another Super Bowl trophy for these guys.
Thanks, Kevin.
Little Johnny. I'm still thinking about the little Johnny line.
Milk and cookies.
They're celebrating Christmas around the world. In a moment, a look at how they're marking the occasion elsewhere when we come back.
And this is one of the Bay Area's biggies. Where to check out this really amazing light display is just ahead.
A bizarre murder reveals a world of wannabe superheroes.
You think he was actually out fighting crime?
A Christmas night bone.
See it Tuesday night on Fox 13.
The segment is sponsored by Mitsubishi Motors.
Make this the best year ever during the Lincoln Wish List event with an industry-best no-charge premium maintenance plan on every new Lincoln. That's right, no-charge maintenance in addition to wish list savings at your Lincoln Mercury dealer. Hurry, offer ends soon.
The bucket list. A list of all the things to do before we kick the bucket.
You only live once.
We can put some moves on. So don't think twice.
I hate your rotten guts!
Jack Nicholson.
Wish I'd met you before we were dead.
Morgan Freeman.
You got nothing!
Got enough for you. The bucket list. Proud of you. Nobody cares what you think. Rated PG-13. Starts December 25th in select cities. Everywhere January 11th.
See all the wonderful toys at the Mercedes-Benz Winter Event with a special lease or finance offer on the ML350 with a 5-star crash safety rating now through January 2nd. There's never been a better time to get that Mercedes-Benz on your wish list.
Discover the wonder of Sweetbay Supermarket, where food isn't just food. It's a rare experience well done. From the world's finest Angus beef and meats to the freshest catches in the sea, we go to great depths to please you. Whatever your taste, whatever it takes, we can't wait to share it with you.
Sweet, sweet life.
Sweetbay Supermarket. Taste the passion.
When Dodge unveils the most exciting sales event of the year, we want everyone to know about it. Announcing the Dodge event of a lifetime. For a limited time, get 0% financing on 2008 models, all backed by our best in the business lifetime powertrain warranty. Plus, right now, get an additional $1,500 bonus cash allowance on Ram Heavy Duty. Hurry to your Dodge dealer. This event ends soon.
Enjoy worry-free ownership during the Lincoln Wish List event with an industry-best no-charge premium maintenance plan on every new Lincoln. That's right, no-charge maintenance in addition to wish list savings at your Lincoln Mercury dealer. Hurry, offer ends soon.
This segment is sponsored by GMC Truck. We are professional grade.
Tonight's winning Florida lottery numbers for Christmas Eve. Play 4, 4898, and cash 3 is 746. Remember Santa if your number comes up. It is another type of Christmas blessing this year in Bethlehem.
Thousands of Christian pilgrims from all around the world have descended on Bethlehem to celebrate Christmas, and they say with the diminishing violence this year, more people are making their way to the Holy Land. The head of the Roman Catholic Church made his traditional procession from Jerusalem to the Church of Nativity. That's the place where Jesus was born. Musical groups from Europe, United States, also the Palestinian territories all performing. And then they culminated in the traditional midnight mass. And Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas was there for that.
Boy, that was some historical event. Christmas at the Vatican. Pope Benedict XVI lit a candle earlier today in his residence there. It is a symbol of peace, of course. The Pope also celebrated midnight mass in St. Peter's Basilica to commemorate the birth of Jesus Christ. He asked followers to pray for peace in 2008. Last-minute donations are making the holidays a lot brighter for thousands of families here in the Tampa Bay area. Metropolitan Ministry says they will not be turning away families this year. A huge donation arrived from Without Walls International Church. Parishioners donated $50,000 and 2,000 turkeys. Those in need say they are touched by the kindness.
It's definitely gives you a blessing that people do care, and that people actually really are sincere and want to help people.
Metro Ministries will feed about 3,000 people Christmas dinner tomorrow.
And check out our holiday lights for this evening. Skyfox shoots this for us every year, and you have to because it's so big. It's the Chick-fil-A on Waters Avenue near the Veterans Expressway in Town and Country. A giant blue fence around the whole thing. There's even Santa in a helicopter, I think. I think we saw that. I think that's why Skyfox likes to shoot it. The restaurant knows how to do it up really big. They do it every year, and I think people probably come for miles just to take a look, but you get your best view from Skyfox right there.
Sure do.
Wow. Well, a holiday angel leaves something special in a Salvation Army kettle. The size of that donation is next. And coffee, tea, new health benefit, both could bring you is just ahead.
A Bay Area family has been torn apart this Christmas after a fatal hit-and-run accident. I'm Gloria Gomez. We'll have that story coming up at 11.